You can't talk about my mom's and you can't talk about my is hilarious. And to have those be the back-to-back number 1 and 2 line crosses, don't say nothing about my mama, don't say nothing about me.
You think that's in his talent rider? Like he puts that when he shows up at a scene?
Yo, every time Corey Holcomb come to town, my man's want a bucket of granola, a fruit plate, no mama jokes, and do not mention my.
Welcome back to the show. You're watching Call Me on Speaker if you want the truth, the hottest stories in the world. And today I have a very special guest because we got a crazy story coming out of TMZ. Today my guest is the amazing, the immaculate. You might have seen him on The Tonight Show. You might have seen him on Comedy Central. He's been doing spots at the Comedy Cellar in the Village. Andre D Thompson, say what up.
Yerp. What up, y'all?
Yerp.
Appreciate you having me on the show, bruh.
No problem. Well, I had to bring you on the show because we have a wild story that popped off this weekend, but then I did a little digging, and it turns out this story goes all the way back to December of 2024, and it involves a comedian, and a particular comedian named Corey Holcomb. So let's just get right into the story. First of all, I don't know if you'll appreciate the title of this story. From TMZ, this is what their writers came up with, right? All right, check this out. No punchline, all punch to female comic's face.
That is, that's one of them things that is so bad that you laugh, and then they might think, oh, a laugh meant that this was a good one, but it's not a good one. Like, that was corny. It was corny.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That's like
no punchline, all punches to a comic's face. Back to you. Fuck off, man. And this is the thing. And then I saw like an interview, I think, where the dudes are trying to talk to the woman and they trying to do the whole, oh, we're so concerned. Serious face, mad like sympathy, but y'all over here writing badass, trash, bum-ass, whack, unfunny jokes.
Yeah.
They didn't say no, he ain't had no punchlines tonight, but he clapped your ass. They didn't say that shit to her.
Hell no.
God, that was whack.
Hell no. All right, that's wild. Let's look at actually what happened. So this is coming, like I said, from this weekend. Surveillance video allegedly shows Corey and a female comic, Cristina Payne, jawing at each other outside of the Hollywood Improv as a large group of people watched. And then suddenly he unloads a right jab to her face.
Unloads. It's just, I'm still stuck on this like reporter shit, reporters and journalists, because they try to be like, oh, we care, but then they write in puns. Like when you watch the news and some girl go missing or some shit, and they be like, I don't fucking know, nigga. 7 boxes of chocolates are gone, and one of them are called Stacy. Back to you at 8. And it's like, what the fuck, nigga? This is not the time to try to have witty punchlines about my dead daughter, you motherfucker. Like,
yeah,
report the news, bitch, and keep it moving. Nobody came to you for your whimsy.
Nobody wants whimsical reporting. Well, I feel like if it's actually tragic, that would be disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying. They do it at the work. It's not like they report in the puppy bowl. It's not no bullshit. Oh, some happy news. It'd be a serial killer, a strangler. Some girl lost for 4 months without food and water. This lady punched in the face, and these niggas are trying to come up with hot lines. Get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
God, you a dickhead. But, yeah, I mean, I seen the clip where she was like, we outside the comedy club and we roasting.
Well,
the first person that get mad is the loser.
That's like a thing that comics do with each other.
Comics talk shit to each other. We roast, we fuck around. And you're not supposed to be like, I'm trying to see you about this. And especially, it does go double for when it's a man to a woman. A woman could be like, I feel like seeing you, and they can have that discussion. A man to man, you can get to a point where you could be like, all right, nigga, that was a little too much. Or you could, because that happened with anybody, where you can see them joking, but then you realize, nah, yo, you trying to like actually get at me for real, or cover it up under some joking shit.
Yeah, that's...
So you can sense, you can see when somebody got bad intentions or truly being a negative person. And if you want to see them about that, that's fine. But Corey Holcomb, for what I understand, is he ain't the size of Kevin Hart, no matter what size you are, because Gervonta Davis, I'm putting niggas' business out, whatever. Boxers go to jail for hitting women. Them niggas be 5'11", 5 foot flat, 120 pounds, but it's still violent. This can't be swinging on no lady because she caught you with a good one. She probably said something about his hats. He be wearing some funny hats lately.
So apparently there is some details about what may have been said in the exchange. So to give a little more context, so that we understand. So on I guess this was Friday or Thursday. So what we're seeing is a video that's been leaked from an incident that was actually from December 2024. So I guess somebody's really just trying to drag this conflict out. So the actual punch took place December 24th.
That black and white security looking footage, that was from 24?
That's what TMZ is saying. TMZ is saying that all this went down.
Oh, shit. So they talking about that incident now.
Exactly. They're talking about this incident now because now the footage has come out.
Just now. But it's still bad. Like, and it's not enough time to be like, oh, what you gonna do now? The nigga didn't punch nobody in the 40s. This nigga did it 2024.
Yeah, so
it's bad.
It's listen. So the story is that there was a punch. TMZ reports immediately after Corey punched Cristina, a bunch of guys jumped him, slammed him to the ground, and apparently beat him until he was able to escape. So not very much of a beating.
Okay, that's all right then. The community justice, a little bit.
A little community.
He threw a punch, so he caught a couple. That's healthy. He deserved those. That's not. If you're gonna be fair, if he's gonna be fair, which is his whole, he a real ass nigga, man. Good. That's just a lot of work, but that's fair.
Yeah,
you had to catch some. That's good. That's good. Man, he caught some.
He apparently caught something. The claim that he made, Corey claimed she trash talked him, saying your mama's a bitch and your dick ain't shit. End quote.
All right, but that's still within the park of that's fair game to say that. That's not a punch-worthy offense. That's still. And if you punch on that do mean she was correct, nigga.
Is that the rule? Like if you punch,
your mom might be a bitch and your dick is terrible. If somebody say that, you go, oh hell no, and you start swinging. Nah, that mean that's a real problem for you. That's like that hit too true, bro. You can't get mad right away.
Yeah, you got a point there. So I'm curious, what's like the comedian etiquette when the roasting is clearly getting personal and turning into absolute insult?
When the roasting is clearly starting to feel personal, here's how I've done it. And then the time that I'm referencing, I'll give myself this that was like what 5, 6, fucking 7 years ago. So I was much younger. And I still think I handled it quite well. It started we was roasting, and after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, these are starting to sound kind of real now. Y'all not, it don't feel like y'all playing anymore. Y'all starting to say mean stuff. And then I just stopped, and I was like, hey, let me check here. Do y'all mean the shit y'all saying? Are y'all being like for real right now? You know? And then we all, laughed it off, and then nothing happened.
So typically,
but I think that's about it. Like, you can't really go past that. Like, and I'm talking, this was dudes. Ain't no women around. This was just dudes, and after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, yo, a couple of them last lines felt a little bit like they might have crossed over. So let me just calmly. I didn't like get big on nobody, try to talk all tough and none of that. I just like, hey, what's going on here, man? That was what's up? Was that on purpose? You trying to do something there? Are you being fucked up? And they were like, yeah, they get relaxed. And I was like, all right, fair enough.
Fair enough. I think.
Yeah, but ultimately too, like I think that's for me. Like I'm not in general out here trying to be the toughest nigga alive. And then I'm not in comedy for that. That's not what I came to this shit to come do. So, you know, inside comedy, outside comedy, I'm not trying to like, I don't need a W. You know what I mean? Not like that. Like,
got you.
Yeah, like I feel like if a nigga's just looking to fight, you're like hard, bro. You trying to exercise some anger in any kind of way. Something wrong.
So I guess what I'm picking up here is that like there's generally speaking, it's all just fun and games. It's kind of all, even if it is personal, it's not serious enough to take it to physical escalation.
Yeah, because it's not like that's still. We comics live in a thing of like we joke. That's how our whole thing is joking, and you have to, you know, joking comes with a little bit of a ouch. You can't just compliment each other and be nice, and then even if you're doing that, there's still a way that it has to be done where it's now funny.
Yeah.
So we live in that space. We making fun of shit all the time. We roasting stuff all the time. So you got to be able to play that game too. And for him, Corey, a type of dude where his style of comedy is harsh stuff. Like he like hardcore topics. He very edgy. He go at women hard. He go at everybody crazy.
Yeah.
So if that's your style, if that's what come back, that's not crazy, nigga. You've been talking about abortion pussy for the last however many years. So if a girl come back at you with, hey, that dick probably not doing too hot, you can't start swinging, nigga. Like,
yeah.
Like.
So then that begs the question, right? The question that Corey's kind of implied with this, right? He said that she talked on my mama and she talked on my dick. What is the line, right? Is there a line when it comes to these type of comedian versus comedian jabs where like
that's bullshit? They have a whole entire. All right. First of all, everybody knows about what they call them, the dozens, yo mama jokes, yada yada yada. That's been in all of black people's cultures all over forever. Where we fuck around and your mama this and all of this. That's one. Then it continues such a regular occurrence, a wide known good time, culturally relevant good time, so much fun that they've made several TV shows out of this shit.
That's true.
Hey, let's professionally insult each other for other people's pleasure and tape it and record it. Y'all up for it? Everybody's like, nigga, sign me up tonight.
Great point.
So now all of a sudden, your mama jokes is too far. That's wild. And then to get mad at her talking about your dick, I've been watching. I don't think the first time I seen Corey Holcomb, I probably was in junior high school or like 9th grade, but nothing past that. Because I remember the type of TV I was watching it on. You know what I mean? Like they don't even make that shit no more.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Silver Sony. It is so. I remember from watching then, he was talking about fat bitches and who pussy had a dead person in the pussy and abortions and you gotta kick a bitch down the thing. It's just like, bro, you can't get mad about her saying, your balls look stupid. The fuck, nigga? Like, I'm like, none of this shit I'm saying is about him not being funny. This shit be funny, but it'd be evil. It'd be fucked up.
So he engages in a type of comedy where it's just like this might just be the energy he put out coming back to him. This and do
This
you
feel like if you was watching the UFC and two motherfuckers is fighting and then one dude punch another one and then he get kicked and then he call the referee. Yo, these niggas in here kicking, son. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All I did was punch him and this nigga kicked me? That's wild. Nah. It's just like this is what you signed up for. You a fighter, punch a person, kick a punch fighter. That's what you do. Nigga, fucking.
Yeah, this is.
You can't talk about my mom's and you can't talk about my dick. Is hilarious. And to have those be the back-to-back number 1 and 2 line crosses. Don't say nothing about my mama. Don't say nothing about me.
You think that's in his talent rider? Like he puts that when he shows up at a scene?
Yo, every time Corey Holcomb come to town, my man's want a bucket of granola, a fruit plate, no mama jokes, and do not mention my penis.
That's crazy.
If you do, swear for Lord.
This is crazy.
That's a wild line to have, yo.
This is crazy to me because it seems to have like been so escalated and blown up. Because like I'm looking here, there's an article from this weekend where Cristina Payne is saying that Corey had a gun before he punched me, and I'm gonna give you some of the article real quick. Cristina Payne says comedian Corey Holcomb is threatening her and making her fear for her life. And she got emotional watching the black and white video that we referenced before. And this is her talking with TMZ. She said that she's afraid to even leave her house, claiming Corey has her running scared. Like, what level are we at with this where we're talking about comedians roasting each other turned into some kind of physical scuffle? There might be a gun involved, and now you have a comedian that is afraid to leave their house. This feels like Chicago.
It's just like, to really go this hard about your mom jokes and your dick jokes is, bro, you making it hot. Now I'm starting to think, because this is a gradual thing, so that means since 2004 to 26, every time she ran into him, she had a better your mama joke and a better your dickish joke. And she just kept upping it to the point he was like, nah, bitch, no more.
But the crazy thing is,
I'm starting to think what your moms look like. What did she say? Because this shit got a hit. I know it stings, bro. Probably say he got a micro penis. That'll make a nigga go up.
See, I kind of would have understood that, but what I'm seeing from the reporting is that the quote was, "Your mama's a bitch and your dick ain't shit." That is the actual quote.
So that now, I don't know. Okay, I don't know stuff. All right, but if that's the one that put it over the top. You know when you got history with somebody, but everybody else don't know y'all got history?
Yeah.
So then when y'all talking, y'all being mad vague. So all your mama jokes and your dick jokes was mad vague before. And then now she was like, nah, I met the bitch personally, and Miss Sheila is a bitch. She's a terrible person. The mac and cheese ain't shit. I've had it. It sucks. It's very watery. I don't like her wig. That shit is terrible. And her breath smells quite funny. And about the dick, she probably been there and was like, it's horrific. I will never do it again. I regret it every day I ever think about it. And take that, nigga. And he was like, I'm gonna kill this bitch.
Yeah, it's like it does feel like the ego got triggered. I guess I just don't understand it. Can you think of any other situation in comedy where two comedians have had such like hatred for each other over years? Like, is there any other comedian beef like this?
I'm sure that there is, because I've heard about comics getting into fights with comics, but that's all I know. I haven't heard many I was gonna say I haven't heard any comics like punching the women over, but then I was like, that's not true. I don't think it is. I'm bad with this one because I just don't be around. Every time somebody get hit, if they got hit at 7:00, my spot was at 10:30. So by the time I pull up, nobody hit no more.
It's over.
Yeah, I always heard what happened. I never saw it.
Got you.
Like if you was damn you hit tonight, nigga. Friday, son, he hit. I was like, oh shit. I was right up the block, but I'm never around when people start swinging.
All right. Well, I mean, that's probably a good thing. Like, you know, count your blessings because you don't want to be.
For me, yeah, sure, it's true.
I mean, because think about it. It's like we're there is so many articles on TMZ about this interaction that it's like I don't think that's like the best promo for like a new special or a new show or a new comedy tour.
But it's kind of been rough because like lately, I mean, this is the same thing. Like I don't go out of my way to find out anything on anybody. You know, I'm not typing in the person's name and then looking up what they've been up to. But the information that comes to me, or shows up on my algorithm or shows up on my feed, a lot of times, as of late at least, Corey Holcomb, at least every video he's been really, really angry in.
So it could be, you know, that there's stuff going on behind the scenes.
You know what I mean? But then comics, I don't get comedy beef. Like, of course, you work with somebody gonna do something in some kind of way, and y'all both just work in the same business. But yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I ain't trying to go there with it. I don't really want to ever got to go there with it. Like,
yeah.
And especially over this, it's not even something where I could be like, maybe there's a discussion, but if the story is that as, you know, mama bitch, you know, dick weird, and he was like, bro, I can't help, nobody can help you with that.
No, not at all.
That's unhelpable.
That's crazy. So, and this is my kind of question too with the comedian thing, because I think regular people that aren't really in tune with the comedy world probably don't understand. This is technically like a workplace altercation because we're talking about at a comedy club, which is your place of business with two people who are, you guys are like independent contractors, but you guys, this is like on the job site. A male employee beat up a female employee. What level is that?
Yeah, and for what I'm understanding is because they did the stuff that they be doing on the job site.
So and we're gonna have to wrap up this.
People be joking around at regular jobs.
That's true. That's true.
People roasting each other at regular jobs. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, nigga, you can't work nowhere if a yo mama joke. Is somebody being like, I bet your dick curly. And then you start swinging. You can't start swinging after that, bro. That's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Now people gonna really think maybe he do got a wiggly dick or something. You making it hot, man.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It's not okay, bro.
That's wild. All right, we got to wrap this segment up. So the last thing for this is, do we give Corey the like mental health, maybe he was stressed, benefit of the doubt, or is it because he hit a woman?
Nah, I think two things can be true. Like, I don't think the people that go, he hit a woman, don't have a mental health thing. You clearly mentally is unwell if you thought, yo, if this girl say something about my dick, I'm roundhouse kicking her shit. That's not mental wellness. That's unwellness. But you still did it, nigga. Like, you still have to go through the did it of it. Whatever come, separate thing. Person commit a whole crime, right? This nigga is a repeat offender. he be stealing, robbing, whatever. He end up in jail. The jail part is like you did it, so now you have to go over here, but here's the repercussions of your actions. But then supposedly, I don't know, but there's supposed to be a rehabilitation portion to the consequence portion where you try to make the person not shit, because these niggas be thinking this is a good idea. When a motherfucker be like, yo, I'm gonna run in his house, he's like, yo, this is the best idea I had all year.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, these motherfuckers is not going into jail because they were like, nah, like he thought this was a good idea. So clearly his brain is certain parts is in the wrong parts. It's not all the way correct. So yeah, he got to go through whatever the fuck, repercussions are, but then he still go get that sorted out, nigga. You probably need to cry or something, son. The fuck?
Yeah, he probably just needs. So what I'm hearing from you is like, still got to take accountability, still got to take responsibility, no matter what's going on, and you got to deal with the consequences of this. And we wish Corey the best. We hope that he resolves whatever this is that's causing him to kind of lose it like that. And there's another situation that I saw where he almost got into a fight with like a podcaster or something. He's been spiraling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we wish him the best. And Cristina Payne, I hope she takes this energy and puts out a new special or something. The one thing you can say about this world that we live in is that no matter what crazy thing happens to you, if it makes the news, that's probably a good time to drop some content.
I mean, that is a version of it, but I wouldn't want to do that. Like, let's say, like, I don't know, something bad happened. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time, I was a comedian. My dog passed. The dog I had since, like, childhood. If I was just like, oh, since my dog is dead, come buy my t-shirt.
Yeah, but that's not going to make the news. Like, and my condolences to your dog, by the way. But that's not going to make... I think it would be like if there was some kind of... Like, what if you were in the same exact situation... See, here's the sad thing, right? Let's say you're in a situation... Like
somebody punched me?
Yeah, let's say you're in a situation where you're walking out of a comedy club and you run into a comic who doesn't like you and they say something crazy. So you say something back. You're thinking, I'm just going to roast them back, regular shit. And then they swing at you. It gets videotaped. It goes viral. Now, your algorithm is hot.
Okay.
Like, would you be able to resist the temptation knowing full well, like, anything I post today is going to do 10x? Anything I post today.
See, now, I think for me, I guess I look at that type of situation as lighter in my head. Like, if I'm leaving the cellar and some bum-ass comic from whenever the fuck goes, nah, nigga. And I'm like, ew, look at your face. And they go, motherfucker. And then they swing on me. And then somebody got it on video. And it's mad viral. That's funny. Like, I can't... It's closer to the world of funny than it is to the world of tragedy and, pain. It's like, some weirdo nigga tried to punch me. I'm not, like, badly harmed from it. Inherently, people are gonna laugh, even if my jaw didn't get broken. Like, people are gonna laugh. A man got punched. It's kind of giggleable already. That's just how the world treated.
Yeah.
Man punch is more in the world of funny than woman punch.
Woman punch looks bad on camera, even if
woman punch bad all the time. When you see it without a lens or not, it's not.
There's no angle to save that.
This woman punches in sepia tone. It's bad. But people laugh more when a dude get punched.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I feel like for me, if I'm in the same situation, I made fun of some guy and then he punches me. Or it's like in the case of like, oh, a famous comedian, right? Like fucking, I don't know why. I'm leaving the cellar. You know, I come out and David Spade bumps into me. And then I go, my fault, and I look down because he's short. And then he go, fuck you. And then he like swings at me. And then say he connects. But since he's small, it's like a lot of effort from him. But then when you see it in my world, it's like a little tiny punch. And people laughing because I got punched by David Spade. And then I go, yo, it's kind of funny. That's different for me.
I understand. You know,
well, like, yeah, like that. That's why before I was thinking of whole the dog shit. I'm trying to think of something that was like closer to like a real world pain, something that really did hurt, something I cried about or some shit.
Yeah,
you know, I ain't want to use none of my family because I ain't trying to put nobody in jeopardy.
No, definitely not. And I totally get you.
Maybe I could have used a dead family member already, but yeah, like that shit is like, all right, I'm not gonna drop a T-shirt because my grandma passed.
That would be wild,
drop
though.
Album. This one's for you, Nana, and then the reason I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking it up, but I think I'm gonna just go be sad first, and it'd be like, all right, yo, I'm back. I feel better. I processed it. You know, I can still put in loving memory of Nana in the special, but
of course,
it's not on some let me capitalize on my attention sadness of my dead grandma. It's more so,
yeah,
I'm back and I'm good now and I'm me again, but also love you, Nana.
Yeah, and I think, listen, you heard it here first on Call Me On Speaker. Andre, you're a very reasonable guy. You're probably one of the more reasonable human beings on earth. You got to go see him live in person, do his thing on stage. He's an incredible comic. And I think what's very impressive about you is your comedy knows no bounds. But as a human being, you are a very put together and reasonable person. So I totally understand where you're coming from. And honestly, if more of us were like Andre, there'd be less articles on TMZ.
There'd be more people making fun of them for their punchlines.
Yeah, because it like TMZ said. What did TMZ say? TMZ said no punchline, all punch, and that's how some people are going out. That's how some people are going out. no.
Oh, shit. It's worse the second time around. No punchline, all punch.
And there it is.
Fuck.
And there it is. Well, thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Call me on speaker. And we got more segments on the way.